This is Damon Stevens of Thin Wealth Builder. Today is Tuesday, November 9th, 2021, and this is a market update. Hopefully you had a great day-to-day trading. Definitely, it was a turnaround Tuesday. We started seeing slight pullbacks in the market like we talked about in our video last night. So hopefully you stayed safe out there. Hopefully you found what opportunities to short, and also you're watching the scanner for opportunities for some scalp trading. So let's get right into it. Take a look at the market, see what was going on. So Dow Jones closed down 0.31%, NASDAQ down 0.6%, and S&P 500 down 0.35%. Looking at the heat map here, you see Amazon rocketed it and did really well, where the rest of the FANG stocks were weak. Financials were weak. And look at Tesla, pullback, major pullback after that huge run. So expected this is probably going to happen, but it looks like today was the day. So hopefully you're safe and you'd lock some profits in. You can see this China that Bob is still pulled back here. So we still have some weakness in the markets across the world as well. So just kind of keep that in mind as we're going into our next day tomorrow, and make sure that you just are playing it safe, because market's kind of in a volatile area right now to where it could continue to go down. It could go flat, or it could possibly pop up again and start to go to highs, although I don't think that's going to happen right yet. Looking at our scanner, DVD, small increase. I did not trade that one. RBLX I did trade. We talked about this in our video last night. And so we'll take a look at the chart there. But RBLX gave us a nice trade, KUPLT. I almost traded this one, but then I was going to trade, and then I just decided not to, just because I missed most of the move. Newer, multi-day trade as well here. So let's take a look at a couple charts here. So looking at RBLX here, we saw this big, huge gap down from earnings, we gapped up from 76.83, clear up to 99.83. So we talked about this last night. Grabbed some of this, going up to a high of 105.75 this morning, and then back down to just right down here to the support line at 100. And then a rally back up to 109. So hopefully you got a piece of RBLX. It continues to show a strong bullish momentum. Looking for continuation play tomorrow too. Here's our upper trend line here. You can see we topped it here. Looking to see if we can get up to maybe 114, 115 tomorrow. So that's going to be on our short list tomorrow. So keep an eye on that if you're trading RBLX or interested in it. NEGG was one of our multi-day trades. You can see here that 421 was a low, 760 was the high, so it gave us a nice trade here. Right now we're on a little flat, so we'll see what it gives us, going forward. But at least multi-day trades are working for us. EVGO, a nice 1321 to gap up here at 1776, and then a pullback here to 15, back up to almost 17, and then it just kind of died off here. I don't know if this will give us another pop. I do like it's kind of curling here, so we'll see if EVGO will give us another trade. If not, we're right around the 50. If we break that 50, it's coming off the list. So earnings. So we had Neo, Coinbase, Fubo, Plug Power. None of these hit my mark on them. And then looking at this evening, SoFi, Wish, and Affirm for tomorrow night. So we'll see if that hits anything there. I'll be watching these in the morning. Neo had a little bit of a pullback and then a run up, not a whole lot. So we'll take a look at that. But Upstart, I did not have it on my list, but I noticed it popped up on my scanner after hours, and oh my gosh, good earnings, but this thing got slaughtered after hours. So we'll take a look at that, just because this could be a possible scalp trade for me in the morning. Yeah, the rest of them I did not trade here. So Upstart, let's take a look here. So I was mapping, looking at some of this here. Let me go out to 15-minute, 10-minute chart here, and that way we can get a good view into this chart here. So I'll give you just a second here. All right. We're doing this all real time. I thought I had this chart up and ready to go, but not on the time frame I wanted to show you. So you can see here that Upstart traded a high of 338.50. Earnings came out, which was good. It popped up to 338.50, it looks like, and then it just dumped down, down clear to a low here, 232. So like almost $80 it dropped, which is just absolutely crazy. So you can see here, they did bounce up here, pull back again, and then just kind of grinding higher. Right up here to just underneath the 10 moving, the 5 moving average here. So we'll see if this can give us a play. It may dump like the other stock did that we were trading the other day, and just kind of dump off here and go to new lows. Who knows? With good report and this coming down, that means there's must have been a lot of front loading of this stock. We'll see. We have a long breakdown candle, so we'll see how that trades tomorrow. If it gets above the moving averages here, we'll go ahead and take it long. If it stays below here and starts to break down, we'll short it here, at least down probably to this low of 233. So just something to be aware of, but man, just crazy stuff here. Sometimes you just don't know on these earnings. That's why I don't get in before. I get in, after I see what it comes out. IONQ, I guess another trade here. You can see low $20, high of $22.50 here in the middle of the day. So it continues to give us a multi-day trade. So we'll continue to keep this on our list. See if we can get some more out of this stock. So it's on our short list. Facebook, pull back here. We talked about this last night, that there's a gap to fill, and with this weakness, it'd probably go down and fill that gap, and that's exactly what it did. So let's fill this gap that we had up here. So I'll go ahead and take that off. It's under support here, so that's a little concerning. So we got a 20 down here, around 332. So we'll see if we can bounce off there. But Facebook still showing that weakness. Did close the gap there, so just something to be aware of. Tesla, wow, it's we had a good trade opportunity yesterday. Where it pulled down here to 133 and rallied back up here and then went flat. And then look at this today, it just dropped quite a bit. And I told you I was going to short this at 1150. So I don't know if anybody did, but looking at, shorting this below the 200 here. So you can see here, we just got a stair step. So are we done here? I don't know. We got some weak bars here under this 1032 support. We have a gap down here at 946. I didn't suspect that Tesla was going to drop below 1,000, but very likely now we could possibly be coming down here a little lower. So next on the list is 1011, which was a low. If we can break below that, then 980 might be on the list here for us to break down to. So keeping that on our watch list tomorrow, but be real careful, Tesla. This is just, we had a huge rally up here and now we're pulling back a little bit, as we should. Nvidia, we talked about this as well, hitting a new high. Looks like we rallied up to a new high, try to break through resistance here at 323 and pull back down here into this channel. So let's see if Nvidia has anything left in it, but otherwise, it was overextended, which we talked about, and it looks like we're seeing the results of that. KLAC, we talked about this one as well. This one is right under resistance here. It is showing some weakness here, so we could see possible pullback to support line at 403. If it breaks that down, then we could possibly come down here to as low as 373, down to 20. So just keep an eye on that one. But we are seeing some exhaustion here in these stocks. AVGO, same thing. See it pulling back here. We talked about that in our video last night. So we're seeing the weakness come in that we discussed. So hopefully you're watching that and you're able to trade it and lock in profits along the way, and you're keeping yourself safe on it. So let's get into the rest of the stocks here. So looking at the 10-year bonds, 10-year bonds continues to pull back. That's good for the market. The VIX spiked. So we talked about this. We talk about this almost every night. So this is, when you see this, the VIX spiking, that's where you're going to see a pullback in the market. So we spiked up over 18, which is is kind of the threshold to see a pullback. So we're going to watch this one. So this is showing that fears coming back in the marketplace. So if we get over 18 tomorrow, we might see another pullback starting this week. So just keep an eye on that VIX. SPY, you can see here a little bit of weakness. So it's 3 days now of weakness. So usually when you have 3 days of weakness there, it usually means you're going to see a more additional pullback here. Same with triple Qs. Triple Qs, third day, seeing a pullback here. Found support around the 5, but did spike below. So just keep an eye on that one. We may be coming down on these. Semiconductors spiked it, failed, and is starting to show some weakness here as well. WM pulling back. It's on the support level here, but it did touch the 5. So showing weakness there as well. And then DIA showing the weakness. We talked about this in the video last night. So hopefully you were prepared for today. Financials just curling down here slowly. So right at the 20. So continue to see weakness there. Gold, we finally get in the rally. We're right at the same place we talked about last night in the video. This 1834 is resistance, strong resistance. It's trying to break through that. If it breaks through that, then we can start to rally towards 1850. So looking for a breakout there to continue this rally on gold finally. Silver, it's got to come up and get above this resistance here at 2480 range. It's not quite there yet, but it's working its way over that 200. Bitcoin is flat, sitting here around new highs. Ethereum's flat around these new highs as well. And XRP is flat in this little channel here, and it retraces about 50% of the last large breakup bar. So stay safe out there. We'll talk more tomorrow night. We got our short list. Watch the scanners. Watch for a pullback. Watch for a spike in the VIX, and that should help to keep you safe as you're trading in the market, and that is what we're looking for every day. So we'll talk to you tomorrow, and hopefully you had a successful day.